Hi, baby doll. I want you to know that there is a Grim Reaper scenario that actually kind of makes sense if you believe the market is going to punish the most amount of people. This is a chart from Blockchain Backer. Now, why I like looking at his charts is just because he uses Elliott waves. He uses something I don't use. I like following trends, but friends, I always look out in the market for people who are making traps because I want to see, is that a big nasty trap? Because this one's dangerous, man. This one's really, really dangerous, friends. This is Bitcoin's price chart. Now, you see this, you're probably focusing on this, but don't worry about that part yet. So what it would be is, this is an actual big alt season. You see, this is Bitcoin going down, having this like little ABC thing, and then it comes back up. You see this part, friends? This is actually where the alt season begins. This part, okay, so this part goes down, 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 and now he becomes, this is the big alt season. Let's make it nice and thick. This is alts getting ready to pop. And coincidentally, this is US Fed rate cut. Now, right now, it's a 30% chance only for the rate cut. It's only 30%, but they're dynamic rates. If the S&P starts tanking and CPI drops and some weird stuff happens, they'll cut the rates. The market will shift and go, oh, you actually need to start cutting already. Okay, so these things, I've seen them turn on a dime, and you have too. You have, okay, you just haven't been paying attention. Now, if the US Fed does this, and we get like this final euphoric run, remember this is like, alts going nuts up here, just be careful, because if this breaks that all-time high for Bitcoin, no one's going to be bearish. And then, Kerplonk, right? So I don't know what this is going to be. Might be a big Bitcoin. This is a nasty crash. He's just drawing that, but I just want you to be aware that is a scenario out there. So what do me and you do? If this happens right now, no one cares. Okay, if this happens today, I don't really care about it, right? But this part, I want you to be aware. This is the dangerous part, because this is where everybody takes on the excess leverage. This is where we survive. And then everyone's like, oh, sweet, now I can take on more credit card loans. I can increase my leverage longs. I can take on way more risk. That's what the dangerous part happens. And that part can actually wipe everyone out. And sweet, here comes a V bottom. I don't know if that's going to happen. Of course I don't. But I'm showing you a trap. I want you to know that is a trap. And guess what? How nasty is that trap? Very nasty, because people who get up here are playing for the 4-year cycle. They're playing for the 4-year cycle fractal, where we're going to go up to the high, but actually get something like that. Okay, and then if this happens, who wins? Who wins down here, friends? It's the people who may have just had something on the sidelines to participate. Maybe had some stable coins. Now, I don't know how high our portfolios are going to go in these. I don't even know if they're going to go up at all, man. I'm just trying to guide you to tell you that if we start going nuts here, don't forget, this is like March, April, May-ish. If we start going nuts around this time, and you're not going to believe it's nuts, but I'll be making a captain's call to tell everyone to go, well, if you have leverage longs, exit now. If you have super high risk altcoins, average, there's a JPEG you don't really believe in. Not Gophers, okay, actual like illiquid JPEG stuff. You probably want to get out. By the way, they're all still on the floor, so you probably don't want to get out of them at all. But that's basically what I'm talking to you about. If you have credit card loan debt, please pay it off, friends. Things you've been thinking about, oh, I don't really know, whatever. Another thing to think about, if you have ICO unlocks, and maybe what happens, friends, maybe you get like 10 ICO unlocks. Maybe you've got like the first 2 parts out. And I'll hoard them. I'll never just sell them straight away because they're trying to play for the bull market. But whatever you've hoarded of those ICO unlocks, if you've kept them, because you're going to get unlocks later on, and there's an alt season there, just get out. Just get out and just sit back on it. Now, what would I do in that point? I would just be waiting for blood. I don't know if blood's going to happen like this. To me, this is actually easy if that happens, because the worst scenario is a slow burn. The easy scenario is the end of the world doom. You get a big, like, heart-raising, heartbeat anxiety attack, but then you kind of like get softened the blow over time. That's ripping off the band-aid. That's zombie virus style. I don't know if that's going to happen. No one does. Okay, but that's what I want you to know. There are traps out there that can form, that continue the cycle, and that murder everybody. Okay, you don't get murdered because you don't have leverage. Everybody else will get murdered. Okay, so this is what you're basically going to be thinking about in that next season that comes. Like, subscribe, belly button, all friends. Catch you soon.